An exercise that I recommend that you do, regardless of your age, is look back on your life and see there are lessons that you've learned and that you can share with others. For me, I just turned 60 and I thought it's a good opportunity as well for me to do it. So hopefully someone can find this useful. The first thing for me is when I left uni, I started to look for a job, and obviously nobody likes to work, but I could never settle in a place. And there was always something wrong, something I didn't like. I had to mix with a group of people I didn't like, and I had to do a lot of stuff that I didn't like. So my first reaction was to look for something else. The grass is always greener. And also not outside work. As soon as there was someone I didn't like the way they were speaking, I didn't like what they were saying, my first reaction was to move away. And I thought that I was free. I thought I had options, and I thought, yeah, Ben, you're a free man. But then I realized later on that I was not free. I was actually reacting to everything. I was not having options. The only option I had was to flight, to run away. And then I realized that what I needed to do, and I know I did another video on, spending more people with people you don't like, so you understand yourself better. And this is the same, is, try and understand why you don't like those things. Try to understand why you don't like these people. And then you can learn something from you, and you can realize, oh yeah, okay, that's my bad. That's what I don't like about that person. That's what I don't like about that place. And then you can decide, so you have more options. And then you can learn about yourself, you can grow. I know it sounds a bit cheesy, you can grow, and then you can maybe enjoy more people and realize that sometimes they are okay, it just they trigger something in you. Maybe that's one thing that can open. Now, the second lesson for me, to be fair, comes from a quote from Baron Katie. It was not verbatim, but it was something along the lines of, who is hurting you the most? The person telling you one thing once, like one nasty thing once, or you repeating it to yourself 100 times. And that really made me think. It's true that, when someone says something to you, or does something to you for that matter, terrible, you tend to repeat it to yourself a lot of time. So it's true that in a way that person said it once. We don't know how much they really believed in it. They don't know which frame of mind they were in. But regardless, the fact that you keep thinking about it, the fact that you keep rehearsing it in your mind, you are hurting yourself. You are the one that is now hurting yourself. That person's gone. Now you are with yourself, and you keep repeating it. So this is an invitation for me for mindfulness, to not dwell into thoughts, to really, I suppose, to use Eckhart Tolle's words, to be the watcher of you thinking, not to be the thinker, but you're looking at yourself thinking. And that was really helping me realize that, yes, that's a thought that is there somewhere, but it's not me. I can disengage from it. And then there is definitely less suffering. Now, the third one is a very big one for me, especially, and it really made an impact in my life, is be patient when communicating. For me, I've always been very concise, very a man of a few words, as they say. So I ask something, and if it's a no, then it's a no. Same for me, when someone has something I don't like, I just like to give very brief responses. But then I learned that, communication, in a way, it's a game. It's a two-way thing that can take a long time, and that's something that I really didn't realize. Is I think there's a sales recommendation that says, wait to have 3 no's until you really take it as a no. Is that just keep at it and try to be as nice as possible. I remember something that's been said about one of the Olympic organizers. I think it was Jean-Claude Killy. Someone said about him, he could make some very harsh demands by letter and make it look like a love letter. And that stayed with me because, yes, you can have some things to ask to someone, but there are so many ways you can ask them. And my thought is always that you can ask almost anything within reason to someone if you ask it patiently and with the right words. So don't try to get an answer straight away. go little by little, step by step. That was not really one of my forte, I have to admit. But when I started to learn this and say, maybe come back the day after and be patient when communicating, and your results will really skyrocket. So this is it. This is my three main thoughts, three main lessons. That I've reached 60, I thought it was a good time for me to reflect back. Of course, there's always some regret. I wish I'd known about those when I was 15, when I was 20, I would have made some changes in my life. But it's never too late, and God knows in 20 years' time, I would have more lessons that I wish I knew now. So keep looking for things to improve your life, and yes, and be good. Cheers.